Bali Grana Weep Nitty Bong, I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our impromptu crystal cracking video. We're cracking combat chips this weekend. Thank you everybody for showing up live, and if you're watching the replay, to join us live on these impromptu kinds of things, you got to be a follower on Twitch and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, I still do put them up on YouTube. But today, we're actually going to be looking for Rung out of the bundle this weekend, and by the time I get through this bundle, I should have enough 5-star combat chips to get my first 5-star combat bot. So stick around for that. So one way or another, we're getting something good during this crystal cracking video. So here we are. We're gonna go. We've got 200 to get through. I accidentally cracked one. It was a duplicate, so you didn't miss anything. I was just trying to hit that little question mark, but my fat fingers sometimes don't do a very good job. So let's just go ahead and get to it, because we're going to be here for a little while. So I hope everybody's event is going well. Our event is going about as well as expected for our alliance. Doing well. I'm not personally going to have enough 5-star shards for Elite 1 out of this event, but we'll definitely be a little bit closer. So DS Michaels is 120 shards away from a 4-star crystal. Very cool. Magnus Prime got a 5-star flak. Awesome. I saw somebody else, who was it? I think Oktar said got a 5-star blowpipe. So cool. So a couple of you guys are right there about the same place with me, getting that 5-star combat bot. So very cool. As we go through the dupe parade, Big Bronze Rim already halfway to another 5-star. Very cool. I did end up pulling a Fire Lion, the Decepticon, one of the Decepticons, a 2-star version of that, from a free crystal the other day. I think it was just yesterday, actually. Only have about 730 combat shards. Yeah, unfortunately, to get to this 5-star level, you kind of have to have pulled quite a few bundles. I've pulled far more bundles than I want to admit. Not even really trying, just pulling these chips, getting the new bots as they come out. If you rely on the free crystal, the free chips, getting 1 per day. Oh, look at that, a duplicate lionizer. That is very helpful, getting us to that 5-star chip. Getting us there, and a nice healthy chunk of combat spark too. I don't think that quite put us over the top yet, but it doesn't matter. We're saving that one for the last. But yeah, if you're just waiting for the going through the free crystals, which is personally, fine, at 2 combat chips a day, it's going to take a very long time to get to the 5-star. And I think that was intentional. They didn't really want to make it super easy, but give it some time. You can still get there. Every now, you might get a 3 or a 4-star duplicate at some point from those free combat chips, and get you a nice healthy chunk of that combat spark. We'll get there eventually. And honestly, these combat bots, even at 2-star level, it can be helpful. If you only have 2-star combat bots, you should use them. Even if you have a 3 or 4-star version, still put those 3 and 2-star combat bots on somebody, because it still enhances whoever you put it on. It may not enhance it as much as a 4-star or a 5-star, but it's still an enhancement. Especially if it's something like, I found the Top Shot was where he healed, and even the Fire Drive, I think? I can't remember, but they'll actually deploy fire. Lionizer does that too, so even that's an added effect that you wouldn't have if you didn't have them on there. So definitely make sure you have all of your combat bots on somebody. Car is asking, wondered whether to wait on pulling a 5-star combat bot till they added more bots, but went for it. Yeah, you know, I was thinking that, you know, they're always going to be adding more, so at some point you need to just pull it. Rung and Shroot is not somebody who I would be really super crazy about waiting to be as a 5-star, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and pull mine. Silverbolt saying, even a 4-star is hilariously strong. Night Stalker at level 8 has more health points than a gunner and a flyer. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. When I'm attacking and somebody's got a Ravage or a Night Stalker in their outpost, they really can slow you down. Yeah, I would like to get a 4-star or 5-star Night Stalker. I did pull a 4-star Ravage from a free crystal not too long ago. He's definitely been helpful. It just so happens the bot that I put that 4-star Ravage on is on my same Decepticon squad as Soundwave, who has my 3-star Ravage. So I actually have 2 Ravages running around on that particular squad. Big Bronze Room saying he's liking Rung, not game changing, but good on Ratchet. Okay, cool. Welcome Gunfire, no worries. We're just cracking crystals. Haven't got anything yet except a whole bunch of dupes. Did find a duplicate 4-star Lionizer, but that's it. And we'll be cracking a 5-star combat chip tonight once we get through this. I'm hoping to get Rung. Most likely going to find a 2-star. I'm hoping for a 3 and a 4 as well. Because, I mean, you're always hoping for that, right? I really don't need to say that, but, you know, I do have Rung sitting up here for good luck. So, hopefully that works out. Hasn't always worked out in the past when I've been chasing. I think I had Rust Dust sitting up there for like 8 months trying to chase her down. Aero DJ Hart got a same bundle. Good so far. Nice. Optimus Prime has a 3-star Night Stalker on 3-star Optimus Prime. That's a nice thing about Night Stalker and Ravage is you can really put them on anybody. So, and they'll help out. That's one of those bots that it doesn't really do anything for the bot itself. It's really just a partner. It's like an extra bot on the battlefield. And if you happen to have all versions of, like, say, Ravage or Night Stalker, they all can be on the same squad. So you could have 4 of them running around. If you had a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, you could put them all on the same squad. You can have, like, 4 different Ravages or Night Stalkers running around. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so we didn't get much out of that. These are Lionizer chips. But of course, you get anybody out of these chips, except for Rung right now. Rung is only going to come in the Rung chips. Because he's new. Big Bronze Rim ended up with a 4-star Top Shot, 4-star Trenchfoot, and a 3-star Rung. Nice. Yeah, there's still a few 4-stars that I'm looking for, like Top Shot and Trenchfoot. Night Stalker I'm still looking for. That is a 4-star. I've got Flak. I think I have Tyraxodon and Lionizer. I might have a Fire Drive as well for my Autobot side. Yeah, no doubt, Optimus Prime. If you had Night Stalker on all 4 of the outpost spots, that would be that would be almost unstoppable. Oh man, I would hate that base if I find that. Don't tell anybody about that. I don't want to see any bases out there with 4 Night Stalkers or Ravages out there. Because if I do, I'm going to remember your name. And no, I'm just kidding. But yes, that would be terrible. That would be absolutely horrible. My only hope is if I run into that base that I have Rodimus Prime on there, because then I could hit his ability, and that would definitely help out. Running Night Stalker on first stage since you got Rung on Ratchet now. I've got Night Stalker, I think, on Skyburst and Cosmos. Yeah, those are the two, I think. And on the cons, I put Ravage on Soundwave because, I mean, you gotta have Ravage on Soundwave. And then also on Ripper Snapper. You just missed the beginning of the dupe parade, Breakfast. That's all. Lucky me living up to his name again. Got a 5-star Night Stalker and Lionizer. Anytime you share information, you're just... I'm convinced that you're appropriately named. Indeed, Optimus Prime. That's how it goes with these. I mean, there's only so many. There's only a handful, really, of combat bots, and once you get most of them, it's even if you didn't have any. If you pull this bundle here, it's going to be Dupe City, even starting out. I mean, you're going to get a few of them, but it's still mostly going to be dupes. Even if you had 0 combat bots at all. This bundle of 200 of these crystals is still going to be 98% duplicates. So, but every time you get a duplicate, you get an extra combat spark, which is the only way to level these guys, and combat chips, which is the only way to get the 5-star combat bots. So the duplicates are actually pretty valuable here, especially when they come in as a 3-star and give you a little bit more of each of those 2 resources. The Energon's nice, but plenty of other ways to get Energon. Gunfire got 4-star blowpipe with his original partner Trigger Happy. On my Decepticon side, I recently got a 3-star cat gut, and I put that on my Lugnut, who tends to go into... I send him in, and he punch-and-kills everything quite a bit, but which usually includes himself, because he's going right into the battle. So it actually works out well, because when he dies, cat gut drops out and goes and continues to fight. So that's a pretty... I do like that feature of Lionizer and cat gut. Similarly, I put a Lionizer on Elita 1. Can't remember which one I did first, but I like that thing, because I do the same thing with Elita 1. Sometimes she ends up getting in over her head, even though she's a pretty high level, my 4-star, and sometimes she dies, but that's okay, because Lionizer hops down and helps finish. Blackfist, how far am I from a 5-star chip? I'm pretty sure it's sitting there waiting for me once I get done. We were really close. I'm pretty sure it's sitting there waiting for me. And we will be cracking that once we get through these. So that was a secondary goal of this bundle. First of all, Wanted to get Rung. Secondary goal, let's go ahead and push it over the limit and get that 5-star combat bot. Optimus Prime's got a 3-star Lionizer on the 5-star Alita. Cool. So you got the same great minds think alike. Nice. Yeah, Combat Spark does get really high. I noticed. I think 6 is the highest I've got in mine because I was just like, are you kidding me? I thought I had a lot of Combat Spark, and then I started leveling. I was like, oh man, I don't have near as much as I thought. Okay, these are Trenchfoots. I think I have a 3-star of him, but I don't have a 4-star right now. But yeah, Combat Spark from the events would be nice. I like those. What are they? The old? No, they're not the old school. The Total Spark crystals, where you can get Combat Spark out of them. So those are always nice. And I think I heard something that they might be considering putting it in the Shanix store at some point. So that'll be helpful. Not that I'm going to end up using it because I got to go get 5-star Monkey Prime before I'm going to spend Shanix on anything. But for anybody else who's already got him, or Beast Wars Megs, keep an eye out. You might be seeing that show up. Five-star Warpath has 4-star Top Shot and Prima for Stormbreaker. That is a winning combination right there. Paul Higo, thanks for the follow. Any recommendations for the blowpipes? I've got the equivalent of blowpipe, which would be Fire Drive. I've got him on Tigerhawk, mostly because of the DPS enhancement. And that works out pretty well. I think Dead End or Cup for the Autobots would probably be a good one too. Probably more so than Tigerhawk because you can get him into where you want to. My Tigerhawk is usually in the air. But the DPS boost is definitely helpful. Stormbreaker got his 5-star Monkey Prime yesterday. Very cool. I know my 4-star Primal has gotten to... he's getting pretty close to... Actually, I think he's a little over 50 now. He's actually been quite useful now that he's at the higher level. Lower levels, he always seemed to die way too early. But at the higher levels, he's been quite useful. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting to that 5-star Monkey Prime. Got a ways to go. I think I'm about at 30,000 Shanix, maybe. Dev Nolray says it got blowpipes on Dead End and Black Arachnia. Yeah, I actually tried Flack, or who's the Crater Maker, on Black Arachnia. Not a good combination. She stays a little bit too far back to make her the ability as almost. She's almost attacking outside of the range of her ability, almost. So, I mean, otherwise it's pretty good, but it does affect your ability to use her ability. I just haven't taken it off of her yet. But definitely don't. Like Blowpipe or Fire Drive might be good. But definitely I would avoid Flak or anything else that would turn Cheetor or Black Arachnia into a gunner, because it keeps them too far back. Oh, your 5-star hit level 60. Oh, wow. Impressive. Most impressive. I like pulling that line out every so often. Man, I knew this was going to be a dupe parade, but I can't. I just never imagined that I'd be like almost 3/4 of the way through and not have gotten something. I guess when you're only looking for 4-star bots, I mean that's kind of how it goes. And to be fair, we did see a 4-star Lionizer earlier on. I just happen to have that particular one. Lots that like flak on Cheetor. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it works well. I just whenever I'm running Black Arachnia with that, anytime I want to use her ability on something, she's always out of range because she's too far back trying to gun on something. Really, all you can do is target whatever they're attacking. Because normally they'd be attacking something right up, like a melee style, so you could actually direct them someplace. But when they've got Flak or Crater Maker in play, there's not a lot of options. You really can only just target whatever they're aiming at. So that's the drawback for me. Like I said, it's okay, but I feel it takes away from the opportunity to use their ability more than the benefit of what Flak will give you. Just my personal opinion. But like I said, I haven't. Even though I realized that immediately, I still haven't taken it off though. It's still bitter because you got Springer instead of Cheetor. Yeah. Yeah, Springer's not too bad, but if you're trying to get Cheetor and you get Springer instead, that's where it's bad, you know. It's kind of like Prowl and Sludge and Blaster and Ratchet. They're all good bots, but man, they're not Alita. But I still happen to get all of them before her, so it was meant to be. Okay, so that's it for the Top Shot crystals. Now we should start seeing at least one new one. Hopefully 2 or 3. Okay, we're not getting on the first one though. These are the Rung crystals. Still no Rung. Please tell me this isn't going to turn out like those Strafe crystals from the last time, where we didn't even see Strafe. Optimus Rodimus, if you get a 5-star Cheetor, you should be extremely happy. He's very good. Okay, here we go. 3 stars, Rung. There we go. We got something good, finally. Oh my goodness. Good job, good job. And we're back to the dupe city, dupe parade. You know what's funny about Cheetor is I actually don't even use him to his full ability because he's on the same squad as Alita. So I end up using Alita more often. Hey, there's the 2-star Rung. Okay, I figured we'd get him at some point. Surprising to get the 3-star before we got the 2-star though. Okay, so we still got 37 chances to get that 4-star rung, but when it lights up to 4 stars, it's not necessarily guaranteed to be rung, though. Well, let's hope it is. But, yeah, I mean, if it lights up to 4 stars, I'll be happy with anybody. So at the very least, there's one for Ratchet and one for Wheeljack. You got the 3 before the 2 as well? It's crazy how that happens. I agree, Dev No Ray. I really like Rung. I was always a big fan of the More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light comics, so I think Rung was a really great character even before they revealed what they did about him at the end. I always thought he was a good character. I mean, he's got his haters, but you know everybody's got haters because some people, you know, haters gonna hate, right? But I always enjoyed Rung. I really wish this guy was a deluxe. I was definitely I was happy to see him come out, but I was disappointed that it was a combat bot as opposed to like a deluxe bot. How far am I from the Elita 1? I'm at about 3,700 5-star shards, so still a pretty good ways. Probably another month or so, depending on how lucky or unlucky with the 4-star pulls I am. That's okay, I know she's coming. I like how they made Shriek just as pompous as Hook, yeah. Yeah, if Rung was a deluxe, could have put him with your MMC IDW bots. Yeah, really. I mean, he was always in the comics. He was the same size. I mean, it's like when you get Swerve or Tailgate, they were like the Scout class bots. I mean, even the third-party versions of them were smaller, and that's fine because that's how it was in the story. They were Scout class. They were smaller than everybody else, but Rung was the same height as most people. I mean, who knows? I mean, MMC's been really pushing that that whole IDW vibe, so maybe they've got a Rung in the works. And you know, to be honest, their Synicus wouldn't be that difficult to recolor and retool a little bit into a Rung. You know, their the DJD Voss, the little skinny guy. You know, Wear My Face turns into a sniper rifle. That figure would probably be the most likely thing to turn into. I mean, he basically folds up into just a long stick that, you know, has gun parts on it, kind of like where Rung just turns into a long stick with a little donut on the end. So I'm surprised they haven't done that already, to be honest with you. Or if they did, I missed it. Good thing it was really cool that they gave us a nickel, though. I mean, who would have thought that was going to happen? There's another 3-star. If they did that, shut up and take my money. Indeed. Indeed, Dev No Ray. Yes. Oh yeah, I've read all of the. I haven't been keeping up with the most recent IDW comics, but all the way up through. I went all the way back to Megatron Origins and all of the Stormbringer and the Devastations and Annihilation. All of those comics that came before. I went back, even though it was years past. I went and read them all because it's some good stuff, and I really need to get back into catching those comics. I was about 2 or 3 issues into that Devastator comic that Poppy Blez wrote, I haven't finished that. I was about 2 or 3 issues into that before I kind of... I don't know what happened, but I kind of forgot about it. I need to get back to it. Got rid of most of the IDW chug stuff. Yeah, I know it's hard because a lot of the stuff that came out from third party was so much better. Yeah, their Overlord. Oh man, Carnifex is amazing. I love that. He's a little tricky to transform, but he is so imposing. So imposing. Yeah, Impactor's awesome. I've gotten most of the MMC line based on the comics. I haven't got all of it, but I've got most of it. Okay, we're down to the last 4, trying to get find a 4-star rung. We got the 2 and the 3. That's a pretty good haul. Last Stand of the Wreckers is amazing. Yes, indeed. The other 2 Wreckers books are okay. They don't really quite live up to the Last Stand, but they're still worth a read. I mean, Last Stand is just so amazing. It's hard to follow that with and be, you know, you almost have no choice but to go downhill from that. You got Carnifex posed with Impactor and his cable hand accessory. Nice. Okay, so no 4-star rung this time, or 4-star any other combat bot, but that's okay because we're gonna go over here and not use that button because it's still glitched out. Okay, so we're going to read the Rung story first. Guys, this is Rung. He and I are the new medic team supreme around here. Oh, right. Would love to stop and chat first aid, but there's somewhere I gotta be. Me too. Forgot that thing I had to do. Laters. Sea spray? Pipes? I don't understand what's got into them, Rung. They're normally so sociable, I suppose. Garrulous, even. Relax, I'm used to it. Everyone always thinks I'm immediately going to start analyzing them. That's crazy. Not that I'm saying... Anyway, you know what I mean. It's not like you're actually going to do that. Oh, I would. I could read my fellow Autobots like a book. And do. 1 sentence max, and I'll have them pegged. Really? Nah, no way. Way. Look, let's put it to the test. First bot we see, I'll hang back and you engage them in conversation. 1 sentence. Okay. Ah, there's Trax. Hey, Trax! Yo, first aid. You're looking good there. Not as good as me, but I rest my case. But, I mean, come on. Trax was easy, though. That's really not a good... indication of Rung's abilities. I mean, Trax is easy. You don't have to be a really super analyst to peg Trax and how he is. Alright, so here we go. Oh, we have a free crystal. I'll do that later. Okay, 5-star combat chip. Boom. Well, that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can... I was trying to get the thing. Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. Who are we getting? Tyraxodon! I should have known when there was nobody there, because he likes to show up from the bottom. Alright, probably not my first choice, but hey, I will take it, because I do like the seismic ability, plus the extra little bit of healing and all that stuff. Very cool. I will definitely find a use for that guy. And, oh, I guess I never got his story because they came in late or whatever. I like this place. There's just so much in the way of breakable bits to it. Not really why we're here, Tyraxodon. Although I know what you mean. It's very crumbly, this planet. Isn't it, Night Stalker? The other day, I was just trying out my seismic axe. You know, make sure it hadn't got damaged in transit or anything. A few practice swings and BAM! Aha! That's what that was. Trust me, we all felt planet Earth move that time. And, well, I may have opened up something the humans are now calling the Grand Canyon's little brother. Let me guess. Optimus Prime wasn't too chuffed about that. Nah. But he did say my talents could maybe be channeled, better utilized. Oh? How so? Seems I'm now an honorary wrecker? Yo, Tyraxodon, get your combat bot in gear. Hey, we're moving out. Demolition job. So it should be right up your alley. Be right there, Sandstorm. See, Night Stalker, seems I fit right in. Maybe that is why we're here after all. So Tyraxodon is a wrecker, huh? Nice. So Tyraxodon would be good on Alita. Okay, I'll give that some thought. Yeah, I've got the my other Tyraxodon on Blaster right now. Boosts DPS and gives healing to the tanks that need it most. Right. So let's go ahead and go check these out here. So there he is. So yeah, I've got my 4-star Tyraxodon. He's on my 5-star Blaster, and it's working out really well. So it causes an earthquake, dealing 40% of the bot's DPS value, and all of your attacks heal you for 3% of the damage done. So yeah, I like it. You know, so he's, like I said, he's working well on my Blaster. On the con side, I've got Pterodactyl on Bludgeon, which is working out pretty good too. Who else do I have? Yeah, so you see there he is there. And I've also got him on Dinobot, but Dinobot's been waiting for research, so I haven't really seen that in action too much. And there's Rung. I'm going to go ahead and put him on Ratchet. And I'll swap him out with the 4-star later if I end up getting him. And I'll level him a little bit later. And this 2-star, I'll put on I'll give him the Wheeljack. I could put him on the other Ratchet too, but so there we go. So Rung is all assigned. He has his partners. But yeah, so there you go. I've got the Flak, Lionizer, Tyraxodon, and Fire Drive as the 4-stars, and then Ravage came out of a free crystal, amazingly. Flak I've got on Tracks, but I also have the other Flaks on Blades, and I think that's Sky Striker Jetfire. Lionizer is on Alita 1, and Rook, and I think Inferno. Fire Drive is, there you go, is on Tiger Hawk, but I also have, who else do I have him on? Fire Drive is also on Swoop, again for the DPS, and on, oh, I put him on Hot Rod because they're partners. Let's put the 2-star on Hot Rod. So there we go. And now we are all up to date with the combat bots. Yeah, don't recommend Rung on first aid, turns him into a point healer. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking when I first read about that. It's kind of weird though that they paired them up in the storyline when that's a terrible pairing in practice in the game. Yeah, I definitely would not put Rung on first aid to keep him at the area of effect healing, because he's already got that. And I still haven't seen Rung in game, but it sounds to me like you're turning you know, they're still doing the point healing, but they say they've got that extra target, so I would imagine that's kind of a similar to like a Micronus thing. I suppose we could actually try that out. Go ahead and go do this real quick. This might be enough to push my Ratchet to level 52, so I think it will be. So we'll get to see him heal Sentius Magnus.
Roll out.
Oh, thanks. Oh, so he just kind of splashes there, huh? So that kind of basically turns Ratchet into first aid then. That's interesting. That's not quite what I thought it was going to be. I mean, that's cool and all, but he does put a little bit of a shield on there too, though. So that's a little bit more than just a area of effect kind of a thing. Oh, I always hate when they get stunned. Astro Train makes me waste my ability. That's okay. This headquarters is going down. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, it basically turns him into first aid, boosts the healing, and throws the shield on the bot that he's targeting. So cool.
Well,
Just it's a little different than what I was expecting from the description, but I like it. I like it. Yeah, yeah, I got the G1 core on there too. So and yes, indeed, it did get my Ratchet to level 50. Outstanding. So got to find a new bot to power level now. Pushed hard to get a stun removal as part of the kit, but they didn't go for it. Yeah. I did find the other day, I hadn't used Red Alert's ability too much because I hadn't needed to because of the team I have him on. But I did remember that he gives you the immunity to stun, and then one of the battles, I'm sitting there going, and I see Deathsaurus pop up. I'm like, ooh, this would be a good time to do that. And sure, so I went ahead and I didn't even target whatever. I just target something, and it activated. And sure enough, Deathsaurus came in there. Nobody got stunned. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So I'm going to try to keep that in mind in the future about the stun immunity for your entire squad with Red Alerts. So looking forward to that. I think I did even level his ability one extra time to get an extra half a second for that. So, but that's all we gonna do for tonight, because this whole point was just to come on here and crack open this and see what we could get. Happy to see we got a 2-star and a 3-star Rung out of it, and pushed over and got that 5-star Tyraxodon. So oh yeah, that's somebody I still have to deploy, so I gotta still figure out who to put that on. But at least we got Rung, and we gotta see how Rung even worked. But with that, it's time to get back to go and battle a little bit more in the event. Best of luck to you. If you're close to a 5-star, I hope who you want. And I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.